first thing that comes to mind right now is this is 492. So that means we're almost a week out from 500, which is, it's a big number. It's a big number for anything consistently days in a row or doing something, you know? So to have 500 days in a row where I've done a podcast, that's pretty cool. You know, for nothing else, if there's nothing else that's, I don't know where I'm going with that whole thought right there. So I'm going to go ahead and abandon that. But 500 days of anything is cool, but to have it be recording a podcast, I think that's really cool as well. There's changes, or I guess standards, that I want to set for myself with recording the show moving forward. And it might make the show harder to listen to. And what I want to do is honestly print out some rules or some reminders or topics or whatever and place them right in front of me so I can see them, and then do my best to follow those rules and I guess keep the flow of the podcast going. Because I'd like to think that I've gotten better at speaking and conveying my thoughts over the last almost 500 days. But I don't know, man. I think I should have improved much more than I actually have. And I do think a large part of that is because I rarely listen to my shows, even though I have said multiple times that I'm going to start. I just don't give a fuck, to be honest. I don't care, you know? And part of me finds it kind of cringy to listen to my own stuff. Not even that it's like, oh, he's listening to his own stuff. Not that at all. It's that I'm listening to me talk on a podcast, and it's just, I don't know. But, you know, if that's what's going to hold me back, I can't let that happen, you know. But the reason why I think the show might get worse is because I'm going to try my hardest to not say or like, and I'm going to try to, you know, have some vocabulary words or something like that on screen or something like that I can see and try to use those in a sentence somehow, or, you know, just to get better at speech. Because if that's really my goal, then this podcast is a perfect opportunity for me to do that. So that's an idea. So I don't know when I'll start that. It won't be on 500 because, you know how, it fucking might be. I don't care. I always joke about that, but you can't start anything on Monday the 1st or New Year's because that's when everybody else does it. And everybody else usually falls off when they start on those days. But that's there's truth to it, but I'm joking. But yeah, I see right there would have failed the whole fucking show. I said, but I just want to get better at talking, and this podcast is a great way for me to do that. So I just want to get better and grow and learn, dude. You know, I do a lot of things in life, I think, and I do them for the sake of doing them, not for the sake of what the thing has to offer, such as, you know, recently reading books. I would want to read as much as I could and read a book a week just to say that I read a book a week. But really it's kind of dumb to do that if I'm not learning. You know, right now I've been on the same book for 3 weeks now, but every single page has 2 to 10 different vocabulary words on it with different highlighted paragraphs and texts and stuff like that. And it's overwhelming for sure to have to read a page and then look at the words that I don't know, highlight them, box them in, then write the definition, then write the word that I learned at the cover of the book, in the inside cover of the book, so I can track all the ones that I don't know and then quiz myself later. There's a lot of work that goes into that rather than just reading and then shutting the book. And it's definitely taken, you know, the joy kind of out of reading, because I'm not reading for almost just pure entertainment and mental masturbation. It's me now reading, and goddamn, dude, I took my contacts out and shit's just blurry. But it's me bettering myself, learning how to speak better, more words, how to use those words in sentences, being more aware of how I'm talking than anything else. So that's just the the mindset there. I want to make sure that, what the fuck is going on here? I just want to make sure that I'm spending my time wisely and I'm getting the most juice out of the lemon that I can. You know what I mean? So that's, I say, you know what I mean? I'm talking to nobody. Uh-oh. What episode is this one? Is this not 492? Hold on. What the fuck's going on? I thought today was 492. No, it's 491. Interesting. All right, well, that threw me through a loop because I thought for a sec that I missed yesterday then because I thought, wow. Yeah, anyway, I also want to make one giant log of ideas, topics, things I want to talk about in my notes app. Just keep it simple. I pull up my notes app, click on this, boom, I pull it up and it's got what I need right here. And then I just reference it. And then when I talk about something, I just check it off. And that way I can keep track of everything that I have talked about and things that I have yet to talk about. And then I'll always have something to talk about on the show rather than just winging it. I feel like the last month has just been shit. And it's funny because the last month has been one of my best months ever, I believe, if we look back. So far this month, we've got 389 downloads. Actually, last month's probably my best. Why don't we fucking look? Let's go all time. There's so many different countries on here now. We definitely are over 40 countries, 100%. But my best month was October of 2024 with 804 downloads. And I think I had 2 days on there where I had a 200. I actually don't know. 800 downloads in a month is crazy. But actually, according to the stats right now, 1, 2. This would be my 7th best month. And I feel like I'm doing great right now. We still have a week left. So that could change things up quite a bit. Well, let's see. Do I think I can get, let's see, what am I at right now? Do I think I can get 100? No. If I think I can get 100 more downloads this month, which I think I can, absolutely can, then it's going to be my 3rd best month to date. I just think that stuff is cool. I really don't care. I mean, I'm recording stuff for people who are going to listen in 17 years, so. But yeah, that's the idea. I also want to make sure that I get an intro going with the show, get some of that going, make it sound a little bit better, more, when somebody clicks on it, they have an understanding of what the show is about immediately and they don't have to go to 292B to listen to it. So that's the idea there. But yeah, I got to get more organized with the show. I feel like right now it's fine. It's not a real problem. But yeah, anyway. So that's enough about that. I feel like I'm rambling. Just want to make sure I'm organized and taking my shit as serious as I can. So that's that. Now, the other thing that I want to touch on here is I have a one-on-one call with Mina. That's the end of this show, or right after I'm done talking here. And it was a good call. And I was able to kind of communicate how I felt about everything. I was like, dude, I only have so much time available per week, per day, and having to juggle spending it on you versus me, it just sucks. And it just sucks. And he's like, no, I get it. No worries. So he was understanding, made a game plan. I just made some set hours. That's all I did. But the call was good. We just went over some check-ins. We went over some projects to work on. Honestly, nothing too exciting or entertaining. So if you're here for the entertainment, then you probably won't get anything out of it. If you're here for the documentation, then absolutely listen to it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, I feel like if I'm not able to quit my job, then I'm going to quit Mina. Because this time shit, I just need time. That's all I need. That's all I need. If I do quit my job, then even better. And it's going to be one hell of be cool. So take advantage of the opportunities that come before you, dude. Luck is what happens when opportunity meets preparation. I believe that 100%. But anyway, that's that. That's what's going to happen at the end of the show. Actually, before I forget right now, I did not talk about... So I did a role play before this. So after I'm done recording this, after I click stop, I'm actually good to go to sleep directly after. Because, everything is done as far as the night routine, brushing teeth, contact lens shit. I got the special mouthwash shit for my wisdom tooth, whatever. Getting clothes laid out, and pretty much just getting ready for bed. Already did a role play, doing this podcast now. So what I got to do now is write about the role play, and I'm going to do that right now before I forget. Also, today is day 4 of Blade 1, so chugging right along. So part of my Blade is to do a role play, a sales call role play. And I've been getting lazy with those. I'm not putting in the intent. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. If my goal is to learn, then I shouldn't care about how long it takes. Because if my goal is to learn, then honestly, the longer it takes, probably the more I'm learning. If that's really my goal. So I'm calling myself out here. So anyway, what did I do good? So I have to write one thing I did good on, 2 things that I need to improve on, and then change the script. Or add in something or make it flow better. So what did I do good on? I did good with holding the flow of conversation. What did I not do good on? Very distracted, very spaced, not focused. Did not handle objections well at all. So I probably would have bombed that sale in real life. But it's all good. Live and learn. Oops. Okay, that's that. So now we go to the script itself. Now we go to... So now what can I edit or make it flow better? Let's see. Part of me wants to make my program 6 months to charge a higher price point, but then to make the month-to-month seem much smaller. What I mean is, right now it's $750 for 4 months, paid in full, or it's $250 a month for 4 months for $1,000 total. Now, if I said that you could do 6 months, but it's going to be $1,500, or if you did a paid in full, it'd be $1,200. We'll just say that. Say paid in full is $1,200. Which would make it so the monthly would be $200 average. But if I did $250 monthly, then that's when it would be $1,500. So to say that, yeah, the program's $1,500 paid in full, does that sound good to you? And then you say, oh, fuck, no. And I say, oh, well, I can split into monthly payments of $250. Does that work better? It's like, oh, yeah, it's price anchoring. And I could even offer a year first. But, okay, well, 1 full year of training paid in full, that's going to be $5 million. Does that sound good? And they say, oh, no. And I say, oh, well, monthly payment's only $5. How about now? So that's that. So I'm actually just going to put that in here. I'm going to do 1,200 6 months. Or $250 a month, 6 months. So that'd be $1,500 for 6 months, which, I've learned that in the program, people have these contracts in place and these agreements, but nobody holds their clients accountable to those. So if they cancel their credit card and they bail out, then that sucks. You can't really do anything about it. And a lot of coaches out there are saying that it's not worth it to, because they have the contract and they signed and it's their name and they said this. It's not worth it to try to take legal action or to try to get them. It's just not good. I mean, we're in the business of caring, or in the business of helping people and getting good reviews and stuff like that. You definitely don't want bad mouthing going around or people leaving shitty reviews, because people are fucking petty and lazy and pieces of shit out there. So seems like if somebody wants to just bail, then they bail. So I guess it's up to me to make the product so good that people just don't want to, But it's a whole other thing. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah, man, I'm just chugging along. Been in quite a slump recently, but I'm definitely feeling much better having gotten my teeth. I mean, I've talked about this so many times already, but I mean it. Like, I feel so much better getting my teeth taken care of, getting my eyesight taken care of, finally getting back in the gym and really working out hard. It feels great. It feels really good. I actually am so looking forward to hitting the gym tomorrow. It's, I haven't felt that in a while. And I don't know if that's because I can see again. I don't know if it's because I bought some new workout shorts. Like, my workouts literally doubled in length, doubled in volume, but I'm hitting more muscle groups more often. I'm enjoying my workouts. I enjoy being at the gym, So lately that's been great. So, having this little, I have a piece of paper here that's taped onto my monitor, hanging below it like a sticky note. I just try to put my mouse on it to highlight it. I'm tired as fuck, dude. But I have this sticky and it says, what is the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? And obviously that's from the book, The One Thing. But that's a really good question to ask yourself. I found it to be beneficial and helpful for me. So if you don't know what to do, just ask yourself, what's the one thing that I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? And now that question, every time I think about it, I'm like, just get meals in place, get grocery shopping, get food. Having food makes everything easier because I'm not hungry. I'm not figuring out how I'm going to eat, how I'm going to get my macros, how I'm going to get my protein. There's no stress of like I'm hitting the gym, but I'm not eating enough. So there goes all my gains. I'm not going to grow. So there goes all that. And not to mention that just plays into everything else. So one thing at a time, I think I'm learning that lesson right now. I really do. I think right now I'm learning that you can do whatever you want, but really you can only really do one thing at a time. And really have it stick, because 3 weeks ago, got my tooth out, right? And that was hell. So for the next week, that was bullshit. And even a week after that, it was bullshit. But we're good now, healing up. It doesn't hurt whatsoever anymore. It's just a big, huge ass hole in my mouth, but it's all good. And then I thought, dude, my eyes blow ass. I have to get this taken care of. So I went and get my eyes done, get them checked, got contact lenses now. So now we're balling. Also took me about 30 minutes to get them out, just barely. I don't know what the problem was tonight, but what the fuck? Then we're hitting the gym again, feeling good, one thing at a time. Now, I think if I would have said, yep, okay, so this week, going to get my wisdom tooth out, going to get consistent in the gym, going to go get contact lenses, going to start meal prepping, and we're going to make sure that I start reading and posting content, I'd probably fumble the whole thing and then get more upset at myself because I made such high commitments and wasn't able to fulfill them because of X, Y, Z. And yeah, so that's the idea with all that. Got to text babe back. So yeah, I'm chugging, hanging in there. I gotta do my hours there we go. So I got 5.5 hours logged for Mina. So that means I need 4.5 tomorrow. So totally doable because I'm on Blade 1, I will be getting up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So I'll have from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. to get 4.5 hours. So absolutely will get that done. The other thing that I think about with the one thing is just getting a haircut, dude. Just feel so much better when my hair doesn't look like shit. I also want to just change my entire hairdo. Because right now I have it parted down the middle and I have, left, right. And it's been my hairdo for the last year and a half or so, but shit just is old now and I don't really like it. So I honestly might just go back to how I've really always done it, which was, comb it over to one side, have a nice fade, and then almost kind of poof it up with some product. But yeah, I don't know. Just, just feeling good about myself. That's something that I need to focus more on, because for example, right now I'm just in white sweat shorts, and a black hoodie. My hair's a mess. I'm just sitting here, dude. I feel like a piece of shit. I'm slouched over. Fat rolls are just, making little creases. So when I stand up and go get changed, I can see the red lines on my torso. Fuck. I don't feel good. So it's fine, but that's where I'm at. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say. So I'm gonna call it there. So what you're gonna hear now is the one-on-one call with Mina. What's going on, guys? All right, so we got a call with Mina here in 5 minutes. I don't even have my laptop out, but let's get that going. Slept like shit last night. That's what I said. I slept fine, but I didn't sleep enough at all. So I got home and I just put my head back and it felt good to just... It's a weird experience, actually. I fell asleep on my floor and used my arm as a pillow, and I woke up to what I think the sound of blood pumping through my arm, and I've never heard that before. It sounded like squeezing, like a pulsating squeeze, like a squeaky, like a whir, 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 through my arm. And it was a really, really uncomfortable feeling. Uncomfortable sound, and I don't want to feel that way ever. I don't want to have that sound ever again. So that happened. So yeah, I'm in the Zoom call now with Mina. It's going to start in 4 minutes. Honestly, things haven't gone the greatest this week. I've expressed it in previous episodes, but yeah, I just, having so little time to work on things, it's just been frustrating, because I want to work on my own stuff. It's interesting because I want to work on my own stuff, but as a result of that, I don't work on either of our things because I'm sitting there going back and forth of, what the fuck do I do? Do I work on this or should I do this? And then as a result, I do nothing, which is exactly what paralysis by analysis is. So yeah. So I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you know, but I don't. I don't know. I'm just tired. Really just trying to get things back on track. And I feel like I just have a lot I'm trying to do all at once, and I'm just trying to cut back, I guess. Everybody's always, not everybody, the people that I see online that have made it, who are successful, they all say the same thing, don't, just focus on one thing and just focus on that until it's done, or whatever it is, rather than having so many different things going on. So I think that's true. I think I should absolutely dial in my focus, especially right now. I don't have to be doing a newsletter and content creation and a podcast and working for Mina and going to the gym and reading all these books and trying to prioritize this and doing this routine. I don't have to be doing everything all at once. I can just focus on everything fitness related and remove everything else for the time being, just so that I can get things rolling. Because I've talked about this before, but all I need to replace my current income, and I'm talking net income. I'm not talking gross, so, don't come at me. But to replace my to replace my net income, all I would need would be, was that 15 clients? 15 clients, I believe. Yeah, 15 clients. No, 12 clients. The fuck? 12 clients to replace my current income of approximately, it would be 13 clients. 13 clients monthly to get the same amount of net income that I do now. If I want to match the gross, then I have to get 20 clients. That's it. Once I get there, then, a lot of things change for me, for sure. So if I don't quit my job, then I absolutely could at that point. And if I can quit my job and I'm already full force, then, I don't know, things look a little bit different. But anyway, it looks like it's almost 4 o'clock. Yeah, so it's Friday, February 22nd, 3:59 p.m. And, getting ready to start the Zoom call. So when it does start, I'm going to resume, so I'll be right back. The programs, or, just like what I'm working on, or?
In general, everything.
Everything's good, dude. The only thing that really, consumes my head the most is just I have such little time, and I have such little time as is, and I almost feel like if I don't I feel like the time that I have, like I'm going to have to allocate it here. Otherwise, like it like lets you down. And I don't know, dude. Like part of, I don't know.
Don't think you're walking on thin ice. Like, don't hold back to your thoughts. Like, you and I'd like to think that you and I think very alike. So I don't want you to, like, have to tiptoe towards anything. I just want you to speak your mind. And look, if it pisses me off, I'm going to fucking tell it. It would take a lot for you to piss me off.
I mean, you seem like a good guy, dude. I don't know what I would say to make you, you know.
Yeah, it would take a lot for you to piss me off. But yeah, like I gotta tell you, like I'll tell you something, right? Like today, for example, like I just realized I still had this on. I was like at the hospital all day. Like I literally just got back like fucking 30 minutes ago and just slammed like 8 or 9 check-ins. Just because like dad was getting surgery.
Oh shoot.
Well, yeah, some knee shit. I just had to like carry him throughout the hospital.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But like I had my laptop and everything and working there throughout the whole day, and I caught up on a lot of shit. But anyways, so I've had a long fucking day. You know?
Yeah, 6 p.m. for you, yeah?
Yeah, and I was there since like 7 a.m. But the whole thing is like I show up, you know, because we believe in what we do. You know, like we believe in the coaching aspect and like obviously all the other responsibilities that we have, because we have no other choice but to show up. You don't show up, you gave up, you know, and you give up, you don't move forward. So like you and I are pretty aligned in the fact that we just constantly want to move forward. We want to be better. We want improvements. Like whether it's like a process improvement, like you fucking told me when you were working at, or when you're still like at your job and you're doing there, and no one fucking appreciates it because not everyone's wired like we are.
Yeah, they just don't see it for what it actually is, you know?
Yeah, and they don't, like, they're kind of just content with things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And I honestly feel like I've never been content since I was, like, fucking 14 years old. I've never once sat and was like, oh, I'm really happy with where I am. I'm just going to stay here.
Yeah. Agreed.
Never. And people don't, and when people don't understand that, Bryson, I'm very confused. Because I can't imagine myself ever thinking like that.
Yeah, just being so content with how, yeah. I mean, if your life is badass, then that's a different thing, but...
Yeah, but, like, until you get there, and you're just, like, the way I think about it is, like, someone tells me, like, yeah, I'm, like, you know, doing this, and I'm at my job, and I'm happy. And I think to myself, like, that's all you want in life? Like, you just want to fucking work 40 hours a week, get, like, 2 weeks vacation throughout the whole year, and...
I don't think that's what most people want. I think most people want a big life, but they don't know how or don't want to put in the effort, you know? So then they say that they want that.
Believe it or not, you're right. People want it, but they don't believe it's for them. They don't believe it's possible, you know?
Yeah.
So because of that, that's like the limiting belief that just holds you down. Like think about it in like fucking fat loss or muscle gain, right? It's like, oh, it'd be nice for me to have abs, but it's not going to be, I don't think it's in the cards for me. So then that, like, automatically controls their level of effort towards anything.
I don't have the genetics for abs. I can't.
Yeah, and then when you come to, like, okay, why the fuck aren't you eating your food? Or why the fuck aren't you doing your cardio? Or why aren't you fucking, like, oh, you know, like, I'll do it. But they don't, you know? So that's the whole spiel that I'm giving you to just say, like, fucking just speak to me, bro. Like talk to me about, like, how you feel about things. And like, obviously... I got your message this morning about the whole thing that maybe like you won't leave your job, which is fine.
I don't know, dude.
I'm not here to tell you to go fucking quit your full-time job. Like I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm not the type of person to do that, and I wouldn't do that as like an unfair advantage for me. You know?
Yeah.
But that's kind of where I'm at. So
cool. Yeah, dude, it's just like, just to break it down, I get home, I get off work around 2:20, go to the gym right after. My workouts have been a little bit longer because for the first time in a while, I've been prioritizing more of, like, my own stuff, you know, like physical, mental, like visual, you know, shit.
Good.
And so I'm getting home around, so I'll start the workout close to 3, get home around 4:30, and, you know, I eat, take care of stuff. By that time, it's 5 o'clock. And then, you know, if we divvy up the hours for 10 hours, and I know 10 hours is not a lot whatsoever. I don't want to think that like that's too much because it's been fine. But in my head, I'm like, okay, well, if I got to get 10 hours done this week, that means weekdays I got to get 2 hours done per week or per day. And, you know, if I go strictly 5 to 7, then I've got pretty much an hour left for my own things. And that includes like nighttime routine, you know, brushing teeth, all that stuff, getting my clothes laid out, prepping food, all that, you know. And then I'm always going to bed late, and that just trickles into the next day. And there is a little bit of paralysis by analysis for sure, you know, because I'm like, shit, I only have 2 hours. What can I get? How can I get 2 hours of stuff done for Mina and then work on my own stuff? And then sometimes I just sit there and I'm like, I'm not doing anything. What am I doing? You know?
Just decision fatigue. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the times that I do and it's successful, I'm just like, cool, I put in like 3 hours for Mina today, but I didn't even touch my own stuff. And I'm like, no, it's fine. Tomorrow I'll make it up. It's okay. And then like more decision fatigue, that's a really good way to put it. Then that happens. And then it comes to the weekend and I'm like, perfect. I have a whole day like uninterrupted. I can work on my stuff. And it's like, shit, I'm behind on hours for Mina. I got to make that up, you know? And it's just like this whole... I'm just not prioritizing the time, you know, like mentally to think, okay, Monday through Friday, not about me. It's about ME Fitness, you know, like that's really in my head. That's like a hard, it doesn't have to be that way. I can work Sunday. I can work Saturday. I get that. But just how it's set up currently, like I would just have to, I don't know. So that was a little bit of a vomit there.
I have a couple ideas on that, Bryson, but before
I'm open-minded.
Before I even talk, what's the outlook on the decision for the full-time job?
As far as me taking it?
Like taking the resignation.
So I read this, it's the American Federation of Government Employees, I think is what it's called, that group or whatever it is. They posted a big Q&A and it was very unbiased. So they just posted all the questions and answers that people have had. And they didn't say, oh, it's great because Trump is this or Musk is this or whatever. They didn't say that. It was just like, well, if you read what they sent in the emails, it doesn't say anything about this, doesn't say anything about this. This is pretty vague. They didn't talk about the whatever, you know? So I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, shoot. So even if I did take it, X, Y, or Z could happen, and then I'd really be screwed because I wouldn't have any kind of income. You know, so that's the shitty part.
So they're not being clear if you're going to get paid or not?
So everything that I've told you is still green light. I've read so much and everything seems fine. But this Q&A that came out just pointed to so many things that could happen, just depending on certain circumstances. And I guess just erring on the side of caution, I would just want to make sure. I would just want to make sure. And I do believe, based on what I'm seeing, that they're going to send me an email that says, "Hey, you're ready to go. Just sign here. If not, then nothing happens." So I think I get more info before I make a decision. It's not like I'm screwed waiting for the deadline, you know. So I think that's what happens. But then again, there's just so much vague info. But I want to go through with 100%. That's a no-brainer. 7 months of pay to not work. That's just, yeah. So I want to. I'm just waiting. Just a waiting game now. It's a government.
So my question is, like, I know that you told me it was going to happen or potentially happen the last week of February, so the 24th.
Yeah. 28th, yeah.
Yeah, is that still going to, well, wait, 28th or 24th? Because 24th is Monday.
Yeah, 28th.
Okay. So you still have one more week of doing what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that still happening, timeline-wise?
There's nothing that's been said about that otherwise, so. I haven't gotten any additional emails since maybe the 15th, so there's nothing.
Okay.
Just reading. Maybe I should stop reading. It's kind of like reading about like, oh, do I have a disease? Do I have heart failure? You know, and you go down the rabbit hole. It's shit.
I just feel like they're trying to put people off of that.
Trying to put people off of, like, don't take the offer?
Yeah.
I'm in a similar belief because the people and the websites that I look at this stuff, they're all very left leaning. I don't know where you're at on the spectrum of politics, but it just seems that that's where the most information is coming from, and those.
I'm not left.
Okay, cool. Generally speaking, I think those people are just so anti. I don't want to say blanket statement. Seems like the things that I'm reading from these types of people, the specific ones that I'm reading are so anti everything.
Yeah, and it's not just obviously your political view. I think it's also the fact that just like corporations and like think about it, right? Like corporations and businesses and stuff, like why would they want to fucking let go, like let's say fucking 20% or 50 fucking percent of their workforce and they still like are compensated? Like why would someone want to do that as a business? Imagine I fucking fired all of you guys. But then I told you guys I'm still gonna pay you for 7 months.
Yeah. This makes sense for you.
That would be the stupidest fucking shit ever. So of course I'm going to try to make as many of you guys stay. Be like, no, this is not a good decision. You know, it's like, yeah, it is. But besides the point. So like, from what I'm hearing, obviously you want to take it, but you just want to make sure it's the right decision for you, and that's totally fair. 100%. I do the same thing. I'm just trying to think from our standpoint, like obviously, look, the expectations are systems and operations, and I'll be honest with you, Bryson, like, that's where you fucking excel at. Like, you're good at that shit. I showed Janelle, yesterday I had a meeting with her. I showed Janelle, like, the client, like, check-in log that you created, the hours that you created. She's like, holy fuck. Like, what the fuck? Like, she's about to ask me, like, can I get a copy, basically, right? Which would be, like, super cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but I also told her, I was like, look, like he like doesn't think he's good at like replying to check-ins, but he is, 100%. You know, and like yeah, there was a little pushback on the first time that I gave you check-ins, and I think that was mostly my fault, to be honest with you. I think I gave you a lot all at once, and you definitely were like very overwhelmed, like. What the fuck do you mean I like own this process now? You know, so that was my fault, and I apologize for that.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll own up to that 100%.
Well, baby stepping in has helped quite a bit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I still want to hand you off check-ins, but I want to hear more about your expectations in this role, because at the end of the day, man, like if we need to like check-ins, I'm gonna be honest with you, Bryson, are like non-negotiable. Like I need help with check-ins 100%, but we can also make it a thing where, like, I have a bunch of different projects on the top of my head. Like, the freebie thing was one thing. I get it. It became too hard.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's almost embarrassing, so I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think I'm going to try to hire out for it and see what happens. But I did put it into Gamma. I don't know if you saw the link that I sent you.
I haven't clicked on it yet, no.
Yeah, it came out pretty okay. It's just, like, the visual aspect, and it's so important, right? So I get that. But, like, I was thinking, like, look, maybe we can continue with the process flows. Like, I really need to sit down and start, like, listing off projects. Like, for example, right, like the exit interview thing could be something we can talk about. We can talk about a landing page, like maybe a new landing page for myself, where, like, you know, it's, like, with the, like, once someone books a call, it goes to a landing page with a whole bunch of video testimonials, something like that, maybe. Cool. We can talk about, like, zapping things. Like, I know we talked about zapping. Like once they do the payment, then it goes straight to whatever, you know, like things like that works too. Maybe I run a challenge. I was thinking about running challenges. And then you can build out the auto flow for that, because you've already built out an auto flow. It'd be pretty simple, you know?
Okay.
Like things like that. So I can have projects that I write down and like put out, right? But I want to make sure we have the same expectation of what this role is. So that way I don't sound like an asshole when I tell you to do something. And then also you don't think you sound like an asshole when you tell me, yo, like, I can't do this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, makes sense.
So, like, I'm trying to be as fair as possible. You know, like, I really try to. So talk to me, like, well, how do you feel about everything I just said?
No, I agree. I think that's good to be on the same page as far as expectations go. So that way there's not another freebie incident, you know? Dude, I spent, you know, a good... Yeah. Spent a good chunk of time doing that, and I didn't have anything to show for it. I'm like, dude, holy shit, you know?
It's fine. But yeah, I mean, I'll work out something with this Fiverr guy and see what happens. But okay, so back to the hours and the schedule thing. I think what would really work, Bryson, to eliminate decision fatigue, eliminate the paralysis by analysis thing, is just setting shift work, like setting straight shifts. I think that would work perfectly. So then you already don't have to fucking decide, all right, well, am I going to do this for Mina? Am I going to do this for myself? That way, you know, you're like, okay, this Friday or this Thursday, I'm going to do 2 hours, 3 hours. Cool, done. All right, Wednesday, I'm off from Mina. I don't have to work for Mina. I'm going to do this entire thing for myself. I think that would work better. And correct me if I'm wrong. That way I'm like, okay, where she's like, you don't have to think that like I need to work 2 hours every single day. And then if I fucking fall behind on one day, now I got to do 4 hours the next day. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, fuck that. I'm like so behind on hours. What the fuck do I do? Is Mina going to fucking pay me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, no. I think personally, like what I've been working on, and this doesn't look pretty by any means, but here. So like this is what I've been working on for like everyone, right? So like everyone has their like the shifts that they've given me, and I'm just like looking at like times that like you can fit in your work, and like obviously like so that way it's a little easier, okay, for you. So don't worry about Andrew. Andrew and your work can overlap, like your timing can overlap. It's more like Johnny and then my brother David. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
So then, like, for example, like if I see a gap here without Andrews, I'm all right. Like, why don't you just work this gap and then this gap, and that's already fucking 4 hours done. You know? So then, Mina, actually Wednesdays, like, I'm probably not gonna work. I'm gonna do my own shit. All right, that's not your shift, anyways. You're good. You know what I mean? Like, based on your schedule. Then, of course, like if or when the job thing goes through, like we can just add in more hours, like during the days or something. Mm-hmm. So like you don't have to decide, like you don't have to sit there and think, fuck, it's like I have a free 2 hours. What do I do? You know what I mean? So it's almost like you're clocking in, clocking out, especially with the system that you made with the timesheet. So that's it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is this all the time that everybody does work? Is that what you're saying, or that they can work?
No, this is their set hours. Like this is what they do.
So this is when they are working.
Yes.
Okay.
So like again, like David and Johnny aren't meant to overlap because they're basically doing the same thing, and I wouldn't want you to overlap with them either.
They're doing check-ins as well?
Johnny is. David might. I might. Honestly, it's really depending on when you can go leave your job. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because then, you know what I mean? Because then I can give you check-ins and give him some check-ins as well. But then, like, you know, it's really depending. I don't think I'm going to give you fucking 50 check-ins, to be honest with you, at any point. So it's just depending on, like, how many I'm going to do for each. But I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet until you let me know.
So hopefully next one-on-one call next Friday, I'll have some kind of answer, because that would be the last day. So
yeah, good. So what I'm saying is, like, we're gonna do that. All right, I would want to do that. So I agree. I just know what hours you're working. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can expect him to be working from 6 to 8, and if I fucking text him at 5, I know he's not working yet. So I don't have a false expectation either. So I don't fucking bug you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Then also, the other thing that I'm going to do for you guys that are doing check-ins, is I'm actually going to move some clients from Friday check-ins to like Wednesday or Thursday. So that way you're not slammed doing 6 hours of check-ins on one day.
Okay. Have you ever thought about having a group of clients have a check-in one day and another group another day and another group another day for that reason?
That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, cool.
So like that's like majority of clients check in on Friday or sometimes Saturday, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm going to base this kind of like as a value add to them. And the way I would do that is like with my wording very carefully. It's like, hey, so-and-so, I just wanted to let you know that we're actually moving your check-in day from Friday to Wednesday. Reason behind that is we all know that weekends are what make or break us, especially in terms of our progress. So we want to make sure that you can submit your check-in a little earlier, and you can receive a response from us, a response from me before the weekend. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that way you're taken care of. We have a plan of attack. If you have any events coming up on the weekend, you're all settled. So you don't have to wait until Monday in some scenarios for your response or for your game plan on this weekend. I don't think a client would ever say no to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'd move basically a group from Friday to Wednesday. I'd move another group to Thursday. And invariably speaking, now I can divide the work that you have into two rather than like all into one.
Okay, cool.
Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. So what I would do is, more than likely, what I'm going to do this weekend or beginning of next week is, I am going to make a master sheet for you guys of all our clients, or I might just use the client log that we have, whatever, and then just do a VLOOKUP or whatever like that. And I will like assign like, okay, Bryson's, Andrew's, or Johnny's, whatever. And then from there, I'll also put like a day, like change date to day to Wednesday or Thursday. And then you would just go ahead only for your clients, just move their check-ins, like just change the task to Wednesdays. And then assign them, since you're already changing the task, assign them your form. You know what I mean? So then you don't have to see Johnny's form. You're not fucking confused. Whose client is this?
So all of someone's clients would check in on one specific day, and then all of somebody else's clients would check in on another.
One or two. Like, if we do them all on Wednesday, cool. I was thinking like some of them on Wednesday, some of them on Thursday. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
And then you'll be assigned to your form only. I'm gonna change your form name just because I think you can actually see the form name on Everfit, so I don't want them to see Bryson's form. They're like, who the fuck is Bryson? You know what I mean? So I'll probably just like make it check-in form with like an emoji, like what you already have, just removing your name.
Okay.
Johnny's.
Well, the actual name itself they can't see, but when you go into the check-in form and you name it, that's when they can see it.
Okay. Are you sure? Because I thought what you do is if you go to forms and questionnaires on the Everfit client profile, you can see the history, and from there it'll actually tell you the name of it.
Really? Okay. I just clicked on it.
From a client perspective?
Oh no, not client perspective, but I see what I thought. My bad. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think so. Let's just do it by emoji, bro.
We can do preview. Check-in form.
Oh, no. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at my screen. Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Cool. I just fucking let it load. I miss being that shredded.
Hey, you look good, dude.
I miss looking that way. I just don't miss feeling that way.
Yep.
3 or 4 weeks out, I just couldn't even drive myself. I had my girl drive me.
Yeah.
So here, forms and questionnaires, like over here, it would actually show you the name here.
Check-in form. Interesting. Okay, cool. That's good to know.
So, because it's like we have it, so like there's a history of their forms. If ever they want to look back at their check-in, so they're just gonna press that and be like, "Who the fuck is Bryson?"
Yeah. Okay, I see.
So we might as well just assign an emoji, and then we'll actually change the group chat emoji like we talked about before to that. So then you can also just be like very quick and just putting that emoji, and you see all your conversations. So you're just flying by with check-ins.
Okay, cool.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So talk to me more about the shift work.
Okay, well, I'm looking at my calendar, and I think, so I know you guys don't work Sundays, but that would be a great time for me to get hours in. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Sundays, I would just make sure that work is not client-facing. So that would be more operations or like projects.
Okay.
Just because I don't want clients to receive a response on Sunday, because then it's like a false expectation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. So if we can do Sunday, then that would be great. And then I like Mondays and Fridays both because like I'm already here. It's very easy it's better, I think, for me to have a conversation like this and then just right back to it, you know? So I could do Sunday, Monday, Friday, and then a little bit on Saturday. Is that cool?
Yeah. Sunday, Monday, Friday. So then I would probably make your check-ins Thursdays.
So I'd do them on Friday?
Yeah. Trying to think.
Because Monday I can get in about...
Or do we just keep your... Go ahead.
Sorry. So Monday I can probably get in an hour and a half or so. Friday I could get in about 3 hours, so that's 4.5, and then Sunday I could probably do 2.5, so that's 7, and then Saturday I could do 3. Does that work?
Yeah. Nothing on Thursday, right? Thursday you want your own time?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd rather. So how I think about it is, I have this call on Friday. I'd rather not have to interrupt like my flow of stuff to have this, and I'm gonna talk bad about it, whatever.
Wow, I'm just a fucking interruption. Fuck you.
The flow disruptor, dude. You know how it is. So I would want to just put everything on a Friday that I can, because I'm trying to not hit the gym on Fridays because it's a short day at work for me when I do work, you know. And this all could go right out the window, dude, because I might not. I don't even work next Friday. But anyway, so I just prefer to just put it all into one thing, because it's like I'm working on ME Fit, and then boom, kind of a break, but on topic, like how we're talking now, and then right back to it, and then I'd end my day. So if I did that, that's almost 4 hours. Almost. So
then in that case, maybe for now with that shift, because you're like working Friday and Saturday, let's keep your check-ins on Friday then, for now, anyways.
Okay.
Just because I'd much rather you like just have a check-in come in Friday morning, and then Friday while you're working, you're just like, all right, well, Fridays are for check-ins. Cool. You know what I mean? And then you finish your check-ins and just do project work. And if any check-ins come in late, you just take care of it Saturday, and then some more project work. Sunday will be project work. And then you said a little bit of Monday too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
you're basically just working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
I just realized that, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And so then during the week it's all for you.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'd only be a little bit on Saturday, a little bit on Sunday. So even then, it's still, like, in my favor, it works better. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, you want me to type this out and send it to you, or are you good?
Just, give me the exact times that you'll work. If you can do that in my time, that'd be perfect.
Okay.
So I can just add it to my master calendar, and that's basically it. And just as long as it adds up to 10, we're good. And then let's just really hold true to those times. You know what I mean?
Okay. What I can do actually is make a little spot on the hours shift tracker sheet for us to put our hours, so that way you can click on it and we can adjust it or whatever as needed.
Whatever you want. I'm more of a visual guy, because how I have this set up is like this, and then I can also add it to my calendar. My calendar's pretty fucked up sometimes, but at least like I can just take a quick look from my phone and be like, all right, well,
yeah,
like I don't have to be messaging from this time to this time or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's how I have it set up.
Okay,
just
cool.
Very simple. Okay, awesome. And then that way Fridays, and then obviously you already know how check-ins work with Fridays and stuff like that, so you're good. And then we'll still ease you into check-ins for now, 100%, baby steps. But
I think I'm solid with 5 right now. That's like mentally, I'm good.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna give you 10 after this call. But
10 to do tonight?
You can do 5 today and then 5 tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll give you ones that are stragglers a little later. So then technically you're good with the 24 hours. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we'll do it that way. And then, so I'll do 5 from the early and then 5 from the later. And then the 5 the later, just do it tomorrow morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cool.
That's fair?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Yeah, we're good.
Cool. And then messaging wise, you should be okay. I do want you to start dabbling. Once we like get into like real shift work, like just go into the inbox and just whatever you see unread. If it's because I'm gonna make sure you're not overlapping with Johnny and David, so they're not like messaging people and then you message and all of a sudden it's like two different people just message the same person. You know?
Yeah.
So once that happens and I make sure there's no overlap, the inbox will be yours. So if you see something unread that's a simple like, thank you, you're welcome, you know, something like that or whatever. Or if someone's asking a question or if someone's asking for an update, we can do it that way. Cool.
Okay. One thing we could do with that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
One thing we could do is if there are overlaps, then I could start at the bottom of the inbox, and then whoever's can start at the top. So that way he's up here, I'm down here, and we.
Yeah. Once there is overlap, that's fine. But I want to do this very strategically that there is no overlap. Okay. I just think like my vision is like every day, the shift work covers the day, like our business hours. You get what I'm saying? Mm. Like it's like, bro, just like I told you, like Chipotle, right? Like you just fucking walk in Chipotle. There has to be someone fucking working, right? And there's usually only one person at the register. There's never two. You know, so everyone's at the register at their own time. Shift pace done, and there's a nice flow. Like a nice workflow. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like, I'll just spend the rest of this time just showing you like something here really quickly because we have like a sheet, Bryson, that I want to actually give you access to. Can I fucking hide this stupid ass camera shit? I don't want to fucking look at myself. Anyways, your head is gonna fucking, you're gonna be so pissed at how shitty this looks, but it works.
Okay, let's see it.
You're gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
I've seen this before. You showed me.
It's better. Yeah. So this is where we do like updates, right? And so far it's Johnny or Andrew that's doing this. David will be in here eventually too, so that's fine. But basically what happens is if like Johnny reads something or Andrew reads something, Andrew's all training, Johnny's all diet. So if it's a diet change, Johnny, training change, Andrew, okay? But long story short, if a client says that she needs vegan options, you'll notice that like Orthodox people starting this week are going to ask for vegan options because during this like Lent, I don't know if you know what Lent is, but for Lent for us, which is like a fast kind of thing, we go vegan for 55 days. I don't do it, but a lot of Coptic people do.
55 days?
Yeah. It's like a whole thing, and then leading up to our Easter. So Easter. But that's cool. Usually it. So you'll like if a client, like for example, she's like, oh, I want vegan options, whatever. Okay, cool. Like she wants vegan options, put her name, put her like what she wants, or like a note on what she wants. You know what I mean? And then just assign it to Johnny or Andrew, and then just put the date that you assigned it. So I just know how long it took them. That's it. Very simple.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so like, if you ever see anything, just spot out. So I'll add you here. So you already have access to this. What the fuck? Oh, just a fucking idiot. Why am I even showing you this? Cool.
As a refresher, you're good.
Yeah, refresher. Cool. So said that. Like, if anyone, I'm trying to see if anyone actually asked about something, but I don't think anyone had been. And then like messaging, dude, is like really simple. So like we're always making sure that the client feels valued, seen, heard, all that good stuff, which is basically just like I wanted to do him a favor. He wanted to switch out some exercises here. So he's been doing it himself. You know how EverFit works, like you can replace an exercise. He does it himself constantly, right? Yep. So I asked him, hey, like, do you want us to switch to anything permanently? He's like, can't think of them. It's all good. I'll just do it. I'll just say, sounds good, man. Just keep us posted. Like, so simple, dude. This was a check-in response here. So quick because I love this guy. I know him in person. So he's just like, I was like, need I say more, dude? Like, that's it. Mm-hmm. He's down like fucking 20 pounds or something.
That's cool.
Yep. Awesome, brother. You are killing it. Keep me posted with anything. See? Mm-hmm. Super, you know. Then you have someone who is needing coaching, okay? And this one, like I sent her a bunch of voice notes because she's just so caught up on the scale and she's just like constantly falling into this victim mentality, a grown-ass woman falling into a victim mentality, when in reality she just keeps fucking off. She doesn't track her macros and she just says like, oh, woe is me. I think it's just so much harder. Like you said, I work out really hard in the gym and I'm definitely willing to put in the time and effort, although I know my diet is not 100%. It's like fucking 50%. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Mm-hmm. So the way I would answer this, Bryson, because I already read this message.
Just send a thumbs up emoji?
No. Thank you, Mina. I get really frustrated, defeated when numbers on the scale are going up instead of down. It might be a psychological thing for me, but I definitely feel that in the past I felt and looked my best when my weight was less. So when the scale goes up, I feel like it. So like basically you just like, when I get these messages, Bryson, I break down like the thought process and I answer each thought process in my own response. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like she just gave me so much in one message. So like, I totally hear you, Monica, and I get it. Trust me. I wholeheartedly believe that the macros right now, if tracked properly, will get you there. Now, if we truly want to shift into bringing the scale down, we can. I wouldn't recommend it, as I feel your energy and training will suffer, but we can totally do that. Okay? So that was the first part. Now she also says something along the lines of, I know my diet is not 100%. I think that I'm good most of the time and it should count for something. I even did dry February to see if maybe my alcohol intake was having any effect, whatever. When I reflect back on how long we've been working together and where I am now, I don't really feel like I am that much closer to my goals, and I don't really know what I have to do to get there. If you really believe it's mostly my diet, yes, I fucking believe it. I will try to clean it up the best that I can this week and track on the app again. I haven't been tracking because, look, here it is. Because I've been focusing on eating as little as possible with the amount of protein, which I know is not the best, but I'm starting to get desperate for a little change. So like this right here.
Eating as little as possible?
Yep. So like, I'm going to quote this. I'm going to say this. Now the above here is exactly what we don't to do. We are falling into the trap of eating less and less and doing more and more. Why don't we do this? Let's truly track macros for the week every damn day. And I need you to send me a screenshot of your completed macros every day as well.
So that's just the added coaching and accountability factor, right?
Yep. I know I can see it on my end, but it's going to keep you super accountable by doing so.
And you just say for the week. That's cool.
Now, once we do this, we will truly know if how we have things set up is working or not.
Would you even address the fact that she's gaining weight but also eating so little? Would you even dive into that?
Actually, it's a very good point.
She says the numbers are going up, but she's eating so little.
That you are eating little, doing more, and the numbers are still going up. See what I mean? That's actually very good. Good catch.
Cool.
So this is true coaching, bro. Like, this is what I fucking love about what we do. Like, you get into the fucking minds of people. I honestly, bro, like, people losing weight and giving us all these wins. I'm going into the fucking, I right off the bat, I fit into dresses I haven't fit into in years, blah, 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 blah. That's awesome. Amazing. Cool. I like this. Like, I like when someone is so caught up in their mind, when they are, like, convinced that, like, they can't do something or the approach that they're taking is the only way to do it, and you just completely prove them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few clients, like one girl, Miriam. She came to me thinking, like, I'm never going to see progress, blah, 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 blah. Now, every week, it's just better and better and better. And I always remind her, like, always, I remind her of where she was and where she is today. And how, like, I'll send her fucking screenshots of the conversations we used to have where she's like, I just feel like I'm going to be chubby forever. It's not for me. And now she's seeing progress, and I remind her. And that's how she fucking signs for another 6 months every time, right? Why? Because she understands that, like, how she's doing things now may be vastly different, but it's working. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. This is her or a different person?
No, different person.
I see. Oh, you said Miriam.
This one worked with me years ago. Then she had to go. I think she got pregnant. Then she hit me up a few months ago to start, and she loved it. But then all of a sudden, she feels stuck, and like. One last thing, because I know I'm fucking beating a dead horse right now. But she had a check-in where she was super happy. Like, super happy. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remind her. I'm going to tell her. I'll be like, let's get back to this. Nope. Just wasting your time at this point, aren't I?
Instead of going back and forth, you can just click the drop down arrow at the top there.
Where?
Next to comments. There you go.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. I look like an idiot doing that.
You're good, dude.
She's so impatient.
Is she the type that's, I didn't lose 10 pounds this week. What am I doing wrong?
Basically.
Yeah.
It's constantly a victim.
Dude, that sucks. I feel for people sometimes, but at the same time, I'm like, tough luck. Then I don't know. You don't got it. Then sorry. It's just like you don't even want to. I don't know. It just gets annoying, I think. Someone's like, I don't have time to exercise. It's just rather than trying to help them, it's just like, all right, bummer. Then you'll never make it. Then sorry, dude.
You don't know how many times I want.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Literally. Okay, cool. This is our client from the UK. Cool. I have a lot of Canadians now, believe it or not. I think I have like 10 Canadians.
Really?
Yeah, very weird.
This is kind of random, but when I was doing, his name is Fetty. That's your boy?
Which one? Which Fetty?
The one that I did, and you said he was your boy. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So when you sent me that voice note, I read the transcription, and it said Fatty. It made me laugh. He's like, we don't call him whatever. We call him Fatty. And it made me laugh. It was pretty good.
He was my fucking best man at my wedding.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the best man at his wedding. I'm actually seeing him tomorrow. We have a dinner date.
Oh, cool.
With my couple and my wife and his soon-to-be fiance. He's going to propose soon.
Oh,
okay.
Cool.
Let's assign you some check-ins. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Pull it up.
Yep. I'll give you 5 for tonight and then 5 for tomorrow. Deal?
Yep.
Cool.
Hold on. My notes app is being a piece of shit. Hold on.
You're fine.
Here we go.
Sorry, I'm just reading this one. This is her first check-in. I'm trying to give you clients that just started, so that way you're just like, you know what I mean? Like, you're catching it from the very beginning.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That'd be very helpful.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Okay, so you take Monica Salib here. This is Friday, all right? Monica Salib just like put like a dash, first check-in. I don't even think she gave us the weight yet, so she'll give it tomorrow, which is fine, but still give her the check-in.
It's her first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
She just started, and just make note that I think she like said some really positives.
Yeah, that's quite a check-in right there.
Yeah, she gave a lot of positives, so you're definitely gonna get some wins on this. I think like 3, like here.
Do you treat a brand new client any different than one who's been in there? And what I mean by that is, do you hype them up extra because they're brand new?
1,000%.
Okay.
Usually, like 99% of the time, their first check-in, I just say a fucking solid. Don't curse with her, but like solid check-in, like solid first week, solid start. You know what I mean? Like amazing. You hype them up right away, and then you go into like either if they couldn't have improved, like they really slammed it. Like I don't think we could have done any better this week, or yep, no worries. I know that we're still getting used to things. Let's build a foundation. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So her, Mark Hanna. Mark Hanna, he just came back from his honeymoon, so should be a very simple check-in here.
Okay.
Mark Hanna. I'll take care of Nick because he texted me on the side. So you
And
got
he's
two.
one of your buddies as well?
No, he is actually getting on. He's going to start his cycle for bodybuilding, so I think he wants to do a show soon. So I just want to like ask him some shit about I just feel like I would throw you in for a fucking loop if I like told you, okay, ask this. You're like, what the fuck? I have no context.
Yeah.
There, 3 would be Mark Sidrock.
Mark.
Mark Sidrock. Yep, you have Mark Hanna and Mark Sidrock. Ruperto Soriano. What am I at right now? That's 4.
That's 4.
Nice. This is going to be an awesome check-in. She did awesome. And Rachel Asham.
Okay.
Okay.
And then are you going to text me 5 more tomorrow, or do you want to just the stragglers? Is that the goal?
I'll just give you now, because there's already stragglers.
Okay, cool. Ready.
Fast. Yeah.
Fatty.
How long are you going to be working tonight, actually? Like another hour?
Well, I'm probably just going to, probably 2 hours.
I haven't paid you yet, right?
Yeah, I do. I feel bad about that. I don't know.
You're good. Are you going to hit 10 by tomorrow?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'll do at least 2 hours today, and then, I still have to do all those ebooks too, so I'm sure that'll be a chunk. I want to make sure I hit 10, so if that means, yeah, I'll get 10.
Then you're getting paid. Fuck. Good.
I appreciate it.
Of course, bro. So you're going to do check-ins and ebooks tonight, or you want to just do check-ins tonight?
If I have 5 check-ins tonight, that's probably close to an hour because I'm slow as shit. And then I'll work on the ebooks. I'm trying to figure out faster ways to do it, but for now I'm just doing it the same old way because in my mind, because I already did it, I don't want to do the same thing again. So it's like, there's got to be a faster way, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. So you got 5 now?
Yep. Still at 5.
Right. Okay. And then, and we ended at Ruperto or Rachel? No, we ended at Rachel.
I did Monica, Mark, Ruperto, whatever, Rachel.
What a weird fucking name. Okay. I'm talking like my name is fucking normal.
Ruperto.
Okay, and then now I'll give you the ones past 12 p.m. Oh, this guy's a fucking amazing check-in. Yeah. Okay.
Is he a relative? No, your name is. Never mind.
Nah. Peter Fanus.
Fanos.
Yeah. Fanos.
Esta.
That's the fun. Veronia McHale.
Veronia.
McHale. Yep.
Do you talk about your religion and stuff on your Instagram?
Like what? Like fucking preach or something? No.
I don't know how to ask this without seeming like racist or whatever, but like, does your ethnicity? Because I notice all these names like Salib, Sadorak, Sereno, Asham. Like, does that influence that?
They're all Egyptian. Yeah. I make a lot of money to like literally for just being Egyptian. Because I just have a lot of reach and people just understand. Like when they tell me fasting, I know what that means. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a bad way to say it. I make a lot of money from being Egyptian, but it's the truth. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever
and then,
pays the bills, dude.
Right. George Gabriel. Right.
What a way to spell Gabriel, huh?
Yeah. That's 3 for tomorrow, right?
I got Peter, Veronia, and George.
Okay. Matthew Botros, because you took him last time.
Yep.
And take Mara, who is a female, not a male.
That's so funny, dude. Are they? Hold on, George and
they're married. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I got a banging deal off of them too. Cool.
Pun intended or no?
What do you mean?
He said, "I got a banging deal off of them," because they're together.
I signed Morrow, and then she was like, "Oh, my husband wants to sign up. Like, what would you do if we did a signing up together?" So I pitched him for like $2,100 or $2,200 for 3 months. for the both of them, and then they re-signed for another like fucking 6 months each. So like it was like nice. The lifetime value is amazing.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, so you have these. I'm just gonna make note of something because I want to make sure that I get these check-ins done before I leave tonight. I'm exhausted, bro. Shit. Fucking tired. Bro, I'm just gonna do this manually with a fucking pen. All right. My notes app never works on this shit. Okay. So I gotta do... I'm just making sure that I have this. Can you wrote this down, like you typed it, or you wrote it down?
I wrote them all, or I typed it all out. I have a note that I just put them all in just to stay organized.
Okay, do you mind sending that to me?
Yeah.
Just so I can remember what I gave you, because I just kind of gave it to you off the top of my head.
So it's in a template because it's all ready to go, so it's easier for me to type. So it's going to have a lot of extra.
Screenshot.
Oh yeah, it's better. Smart.
It's the name of the game, bro.
Okay. Okay.
And then I
there
gave
you go.
Thank you. And then I gave you everyone besides Michelle here. Cool. Send it to me.
Yeah, I just texted it to you.
Thank you, sir.
Dude, taking a screenshot on a Mac and just drag dropping into the conversation, so cool.
The fuck? Sorry. I'm gonna let you go, but can I just show you one thing?
Yeah. Oh, I gotta show you one thing, dude.
I just got a random text from a random person that got my number. I hate that, by the way. When someone texts me, I don't know who the fuck it is. Text me, got me a number from an old client of mine. He's like, "Hey, it's Dave. I had a quick question for you. I'm like, "Hey, brother, what's going on?" He's like, "I wanted to see if you would be interested in doing a research study with me. I realize that you have a lot of clients with a good amount of data collected, as well as the ability to collect more if necessary. That we use that information to publish something, and it would benefit the both of us. I intend on going into sports medicine and would further be able to boost your business." So I'm just going to be an arrogant prick and say, I don't need you to fucking help me boost my business. Like, I don't need your help, you know, as thick as that sounds. Because he's using me for data. Like, he's basically going to be like, yo, this is data and I need this, but it's going to boost your business. AKA, like, I'm not going to pay you for this data that I've collected over the last 6 years of my fucking life doing this. Because I'm actually helping you. Like, shut the fuck up.
Just take a screenshot of your Stripe account. Be like, I don't need no boost. Thanks.
That'd be a fucking...
I think you need a boost, yeah.
That'd be a boss move. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, fuckers, bro. Anyways, what's up? What were we going to show me?
Okay, I came across this yesterday after I told you, like, my hours were low, and I didn't want to send that in the middle of us, talking. So I came across this quote that my friend... Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a friend, but acquaintance. And he posted this on his story. His initials are BC. And read that and tell me if you think it was generated by AI or not. Just, you'll know when you reach it.
Yeah, it is. It is, because it's a dash.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just exactly, right? So
wait, his initials are BC.
Yeah.
Is he quoting himself?
He is, yeah.
AKA quoting AI?
Yeah, and so I literally messaged him, dude. It's pretty funny. I said, if I'm wrong, then I'm an asshole, and I apologize. But if this has the same exact formatting as an AI response, is this ChatGPT based? And he said, no, it's not, but it's all good. And I was like, I don't know. And I said, dude, I'm so sorry. My bad. I'm a dick.
You're a dick.
Yeah. And then we just went back and forth. But I was like, nah, dude. He said he got it from a book. I'm like, that book was written by AI. I wrote this based on a page of a book I'm reading.
Sure, because the book had a dash. Sure. Yeah.
Nope.
Sure.
People don't just use that,
Yeah, I don't even know how to make it on my thing. Like,
you push hyphen twice and it makes a big one.
I did. Like, for me, it's still separated. Like, that's what I thought. For me, it doesn't work like that. It's weird.
Oh, I just saw the hyphens and I was like,
Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to show you that. It's funny, so.
People are fucking funny. All right, bro. same deal with the 5 for tonight, and then let me know. If you do end up getting more than 5, and you slew over to the next list, let me know, because then I just give you the ones that are different. Just take away the ones that I gave you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Just because I went out of order to do that, but just keep me posted. Cool.
Sounds good.
All
Sweet.
Right,
hey, I appreciate all the help and understanding.
Of course, bro. I got you, bro. I really you're an asset to the team. 100% you're an asset to the team. And I would want to make things work in order for you to kind of continue. So we're good. Just keep me posted also on when you write down the hours for me too, so I can just add it to my calendar.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get it done tonight.
And before I let you go,
write a note real quick.
Cash money. All right, and I just Venmo'd you too. So just so I don't.
Oh, thanks, dude.
All right, bro. All right, brother.
Cool. Hey, just real quick. Do you have to go right now? I have one more question. It's not important at
all. Let me know. What's up?
It's when you're working and you're doing everything. Do you time block? Do you set out a schedule? You follow it to the T? Do you pick between a certain task? What do you do?
Like a time block for tasks?
Yeah, you have a time block. Okay, so you see on the calendar, Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., I'm going to do this. And there's just, you just do it. How do you...
Try to.
Yeah.
I try to.
Because you got a lot of shit going on, so I'm just...
I try to, but I need to do more of that. And it's funny. So I have my to-do list right here, just really old school. I brain dump every other night and just cross it out. The top one says optimize calendar, block time for tasks.
Interesting.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I need to do more of that. It's just, yeah, you're right. I have a lot of shit going on, and I just feel for me, I just have to put on different heads, different hats. I have to do my content, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to, obviously, lead the team, then lead my clients, and then I get fucking text messages about fucking sports medicine research. I'm just what the fuck, Yeah. So, yeah, it's stupid, but, yeah.
Because I saw you had Motion. I was just curious.
Yeah, I've used Motion in the past. I actually bought out a whole fucking year membership. But it's hard to use.
I've used it for a little bit as well, but it's different cases.
It was a little too hard to keep up with, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I have 30 tasks, and then I'm all right, well, I need to do this, and I do this, and then you have to fucking do the priority, and I'm just fuck it.
Yeah, I feel it needs more almost priority levels, because there's 3, and it's I want certain things to be before others, even if they're the same. Yeah, I used it for a little bit, and I got really...
I ended up literally just blocking off time on Motion itself. I'm I can just use it in a Google Calendar. Literally, I can just do that, So, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, appreciate it.
All right. Cool. Anything else? Any other questions?
No, we're good.
Cool. Awesome, brother. I'll talk to you soon, all right?
Okay.
Keep posted on the check-ins and the hours.
Okay, will do. Thanks, Mina. I appreciate it.
Talk to you, bro. Peace.
Bye. Okay. Well, that's the call. Started off fumbling the fuck out of it, but it is what it is.